I remember the text like it happened yesterday. We need to talk about the wedding. I didn't think much of it first. My future in-laws were usually overbearing, but I figured it was just last-minute planning. I was wrong. So wrong. The moment I arrived at their house, everything felt off. My fiancée, Emily, greeted me with a nervous smile, her eyes darting like she had secrets to hide. Her mother's lips were pressed into a thin line, and her father, well, he didn't even look at me. "Glad you could make it," he muttered, almost like I had inconvenienced him. Then it began. A subtle, cold humiliation that cut deeper than anything I'd ever felt. They questioned my job, my family, even the car I drove, little jabs wrapped as concern, laughter that was sharper than a knife. "Oh, you drive that old thing? I hope Emily isn't embarrassed." Every word felt like sandpaper against my skin, grinding away at my confidence. I wanted to walk out. I wanted to yell. But the thought of Emily, her hopeful eyes, her soft hand on my arm, kept me rooted in place. But the doubts didn't stop there. Over the next few days, strange things started to happen. Calls I didn't make, texts I hadn't sent, little inconsistencies in Emily's stories about errands and meetings. At first, I blamed myself. Maybe I was imagining things. Maybe I was too paranoid. Then came the night I stumbled upon the message thread. Her phone had been left on the counter. I never pried, never went through her phone, but something, a whisper in my gut, pulled me toward it. And there it was, a series of texts between Emily and her best friend, discussing the perfect way to handle him before the wedding, how I would be surprised and shown my place. My stomach twisted. I read the words over and over, each sentence hotter than the last, scorching my trust, my love, and every memory I'd held of her. I felt like I was drowning in disbelief. Every dinner, every late-night conversation, every shared laugh suddenly felt rehearsed, staged, a lie. My heart pounded with a mixture of anger and heartbreak. I kept questioning myself. Was I overreacting? Was I imagining malice? But deep down, I knew the truth. The betrayal was here, and it was cruelly intimate. The final straw came 2 days before the wedding. I showed up at their home to drop off some decorations I'd promised to handle. Emily's parents greeted me with feigned smiles, the kind that barely covered contempt. Her father leaned close and whispered, "You're trying so hard, but you'll never measure up." Emily didn't protest, didn't comfort me. She just looked away, biting her lip. Something in me snapped. I didn't shout. I didn't cry, at least not at first. I calmly walked back to my car, my hand shaking, and dialed Emily's number. She answered, her voice tight, rehearsed. "Hey, everything okay? Do you know what your parents have been saying?" I asked, my voice low but steady. There was a pause. Then, almost a sigh, "Maybe they're right." That one sentence shattered me. Not the humiliation, not the betrayal, but the admission that she hadn't even tried to defend me, that she had aligned herself with their cruelty instead of with me. I drove away without another word. The wedding never happened. In the weeks that followed, I replayed every moment, every small betrayal, every dismissive glance, tried to understand what I had missed. I felt foolish, angry, heartbroken, but also strangely relieved. The veil had lifted, and I could finally see her and them for who they truly were. It didn't make the pain disappear. I remember sitting alone in my apartment, holding a glass of whiskey, thinking about all the times I had given her my heart, my trust, my everything. And yet, I also felt a quiet strength blooming inside me. They had underestimated me. They thought they could humiliate me into submission, bend me to their idea of worth. But I walked away with my dignity intact. Weeks later, I ran into Emily at a mutual friend's cafe. She looked at me, eyes wide, searching. I nodded politely. No anger, no tears, just calm, quiet resolve. She tried to apologize, to explain, but I shook my head. Some lessons, I realized, aren't meant to be forgiven. They're meant to teach you how to protect yourself, how to respect your own worth. As I walked away that day, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. Freedom, not just from her or her parents, but from the chains of expectation and humiliation that had weighed me down for so long. The betrayal had hurt, yes, But it also revealed a truth more important than love: self-respect. And for the first time in months, I smiled without hesitation, knowing I would never let anyone make me feel small again.